title.
How's it going, YouTube? Well, if you've made it to this video, I'm beyond excited for each and every one of you, because this Sunday, the 18th, we start Internal Med Wedding Shred, the 15-week program that should push you mentally, should push you spiritually, and should push you physically so that we can reach our goals in every aspect of our life. Alright, so this program is going to consist of daily Bible study reading, which is really going to help us to engage and dig deep into the Word, which is so vital to our overall well-being and our relationship with Christ. And so that is first and foremost. Those daily readings should be a great source of life just to help us get fired up and ready to go throughout the rest of our day. Alright, the second part of the program is going to be nutrition. Nutrition is vital to success in not only feeling good throughout the day, but towards your fitness goals. And so we're going to have to make sure that our nutrition is in check if we want the success or the progress in this program that we want. And lastly, what probably everyone wants is the workout plan. What are we going to do, or how are we going to push our bodies for 15 weeks to make sure we either get as shredded as we want to get, or whatever your goal is, how are we going to do that in 15 weeks? Alright, so stick around and we're going to break down each of these topics and each of these subjects and see how we're going to do this in this 15-week program. Alright, and before we get too far into it, I just want to give a huge thanks to my beautiful fiance and my good friend Tank. They're both going to be doing this 15-week shred with me, so it always makes it so much easier when you have someone to do something like this with. Okay, and so I'm so thankful for my fiance and so thankful for my good friend Tank, who are going to be doing this with me. And you'll be able to see a lot of videos and pictures of them and their progress pictures as they come on this journey with me as well. And another person I'd like to thank is my good friend Seth. He's an incredible man, and he's also just graduating or about to graduate chiropractic school, and he really helped me put this program together as well. So Seth, thank you so much for helping with this. Start off with the Bible reading plan. This will be daily readings for you and hopefully a buddy or a partner, your significant other, that you guys can get engaged in and read together daily. There will be 3 different books of the Bible that you'll be reading from every day, and it should give you a good amount of material to really reflect on and dig deep into the Word. And we really want this to be a time of bonding between you and God. I don't want this to become some obligation, something you have to do, but something that you're joyous about doing every single day. Okay, so what we have here, it's called Water for the Thirsty, and they kind of got this plan from Revelations 22:17, which says, "Come, let the one who is thirsty come, and let the one who wishes to take the free gift of water of life." Okay, so that's kind of the Bible verse that fueled this reading plan and that this church put on. And a quote that I want to read you that I think is very important and definitely applies is, "Daily time with God in the pages of His Word and in prayer is foundational, and no building, however architecturally beautiful it might be, will stand without a deep foundation." See, we have to come to realize that our walk with Christ is primary. It's first and foremost, that it is the most important thing in our life. And so even with something as a wedding shred or whatever we may be doing in our fitness life or our dreams or whatever we're wanting to pursue, our foundation has to be secure in Christ. So how are we going to do that? With daily reading plans that I hope you guys will reflect on with me daily, and that you'll pick a partner, get someone, maybe that they don't even know the Bible, that you'll get with them and read these daily readings. Okay, so in the Google Drive, there's a calendar that has all the daily readings laid out for you guys. And I would love it if you guys would comment and just give me your feedback about these daily readings. How have they impacted your life? What were your thoughts? Okay, and so if you are not of the Christian faith and you're watching this video, I just encourage you, if you've never read the Bible, pick one up and read it. If you have any questions about it, please come to me. And now, I would never force my religion upon anyone. But if you want to know about Jesus, if you want to know about the Christian faith, I am here to talk to you. Okay, so, and I would love to share the gospel with you. Okay, but again, I would never push it upon anyone. But if you feel the urge, if you feel God tugging on your heart at all, please get a hold of me. So this will be daily reading every single day. And for me, you can do it at any time. Okay, any time of the day. For me, it's going to be the first thing I do when I wake up. First thing with a cup of coffee, going to dig into this Word, just get a big bite to chew on that'll last me the rest of the day. Alright, so I hope you guys do the same. talk about the nutrition plan. Okay, so the nutrition plan is a very vital part of your success in the fitness world. If you want to gain weight, if you want to lose weight, if you want to stay the same weight, it all revolves around your nutrition. Okay, we're not going to go into like crazy depth about it. I'll post some other videos that I've done that make it pretty simple. But pretty much, if you want to lose weight, you have to have less calories than your maintenance. If you want to gain weight, you have to have more calories than your maintenance. Alright, so how do you find out what your maintenance is? Well, so that you don't have to do the math and you don't have to work it out, if you go to the Google Drive and click on the workout plan here, in the nutrition segment, it'll show you a link that you can click on and it'll get your maintenance. And then if you want to lose weight, like I'm going to be doing during this shredding phase, then all you have to do is do 500 calories below your maintenance daily. So that's what I'm mainly going to discuss. But if you want to gain weight, you just add 500 from your maintenance. So what are we going to do? So this nutrition plan is in 3 phases. Okay, so phase 1, we're going to do minimal cardio. It's going to be about 10 minutes a day of cardio, and then we're going to do 500 calories below our maintenance. So my maintenance is around 3,000 calories. So I'm going to be eating 2,500 calories a day. That's going to be the set amount of calories I eat all throughout this 15 phase period, this 15 phase cycle. This is going to be the calories I'm going to be eating. Alright, so how are we going to break this down in macronutrients? For macronutrients in phase 1, what we're going to do is 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, and 30% fats. For phase 2, we're going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to up our cardio to 20 minutes. For nutrition, we're going to change the macronutrients. We're going to be doing 30% carbs, we're going to do 30% protein, and we're going to be doing 40% fat. Okay, so we're just kind of lowering the carbohydrates a little bit. Alright, then let's go to phase 3. Phase 3 is where things start getting a little bit crazy. Alright, this is when we're going to do carb cycling. So in this last phase, what we're going to be doing is manipulating the metabolic pathways in our body to really help turn our body into a fat burning furnace. Alright, so hopefully that we're just torching off this last bit of fat as we end this program. And so I'll do a video closer to the date that talks about this carb cycling and how we're going to go about doing that. Alright, so our nutrition, we have 3 phases. We're going to stay in a 500 calorie deficit every day. Now this is if you want to lose weight, because 3,500 calories a week is what will make up enough calories to lose 1 pound a week. And that's what we want to do in this program, to make sure that we're not losing too much muscle mass, but that we're slowly losing this weight so that we can keep it off. Alright, so phase 1, 500 calorie deficit with 10 minutes of cardio. Phase 2, 500 calorie deficit with 20 minutes of cardio. And then the last phase, phase 3, is when we're going to do our carb cycling, but we're also going to be doing 40 minutes of cardio and doing the carb cycling, okay? And so that's going to pretty much how we do the nutrition side of things. And with these macronutrients, really it's up to you what you put into those. We're not going to go into good foods and bad foods. What I want you to do is stay in your caloric amount and then also really try to hit those macronutrients. And if you look at the PDF, I have it all laid out for you guys with myself as an example and a simple meal plan that I'm going to be following. So now for the workout side of things. This is where it gets intense, okay? So what we want to do here is provide overload, then we want to provide progressive overload, and we really want hypertrophy in this plan. Okay, so how are we going to go about doing that? Well, there's kind of 3 mechanisms in which we can provide hypertrophy. That is mechanical stress, tissue damage, and metabolic stress. Okay, so in these 3 phases, that's how we're going to gear this up. Alright, so I want you guys to turn to phase 1 real quick of the workout plan. So what we have here, it is a pretty intense workout plan with a lot of reps. So we have it about 60% of your max right now. And so that shouldn't be too hard of a weight for you to do, but with these reps, it's going to get strenuous. Okay, so what we need is in this phase for you really to be working on the mechanical movements of this. I know it may get a little tiring because it's so many reps, but we really want to be providing overload. You've never done this workout plan. We have to find a way that your body feels like it needs to adapt or it needs to grow. So with you guys never doing this workout plan, it should work out perfect. Okay, so phase 1 is going to be mechanical stress, and we're really going to be building hypertrophy based off this overload. That you've never experienced this before. We're getting these movements down and getting ready to go to phase 2, which is going to be a little bit more intense. Okay, so phase 2, we crank it up to doing rep ranges a lot less in number, but we're going to be doing more weight. This is going to be about 70 to 80% of your max. This is going to be a heavy workload, but we're also adding eccentric movements. And so what this is going to do is by building hypertrophy, or it's going to be building hypertrophy based on the mechanism of eccentric movement. So what that does is when your muscle usually tries to relax in the eccentric phase, we're going to be contracting it. So we want to do about a 5-second delay or 5-second eccentric movement to really, try to stress those muscles and cause muscle damage or tissue damage to the muscles so that they have to adapt and so that they have to grow back stronger. So not only are we doing more weight, but we're also adding in this eccentric movement to really build on this hypertrophy that we want to do. And this is getting us ready for the last phase. Phase 3. So not only we're dropping the reps again, but we're upping the weight. This should be 85 to 90% of your max. And then we're also going to do something that you may be new to, and if you do not feel comfortable doing it, by no means do not do it. It's just kind of icing on the cake, and it's going to be blood flow restriction. And so what that's going to be is at the end of each main lift, or you could do it on all lifts if you want, but you're going to be doing a blood flow restriction technique, which is outlined in our PDF. The idea behind this blood flow restriction is that we do not allow these metabolic byproducts to leave the muscle tissue. And so by doing so, it's going to cause this metabolic stress and this metabolic, hopefully, hypertrophy of the cell and of the tissue to help us get the growth that we want. All right, and if you do not feel comfortable doing this, by no means do not do it. Okay, you can look up the research, read the articles on it, and we've posted a lot of great ones in the document as well. And we also want to make sure that everyone's being safe throughout this whole program. So please read the whole PDF and understand how to do each of these techniques. If you do not know an exercise, don't just try to guess, really try to look up these exercises and go about this in the safest, best way. Okay, so that's the 3 phases. Number 1, we're going to be really providing overload by doing a workout plan we've never done before with a lot of reps, really trying to get that hypertrophy that we want. Okay, phase 1 is going to be tough, but you can do it. Phase 2, it's going to be kind of a game changer. We're decreasing the reps, which won't be as taxing, but the eccentric movements, man, that's going to mess with our mind. It's going to be hard. It's a different type of burn that I don't know if you'll be ready for, but it'll really help kick it up and really provide that progressive overload that we need. And then phase 3, we're upping the weight again. We're dropping the reps a little bit, but we're adding that blood flow restriction. And that's not something that you have to do. It's just icing on the cake, like we said. But within these 3 phases, it should truly provide overload, progressive overload, and hopefully hypertrophy as we're in a calorie deficit to get shredded in these 15 weeks. One of the last things that I want to talk about is supplementation. Something that I get asked on a constant about. What supplements are you taking? What's really needed? How do you go about picking your supplements? Okay, so the only supplements I'm going to suggest for you guys are the ones that I take. And why I'm choosing these ones is because they're the main ones that are proven by clinical evidence, by tested studies, by trials, and a lot of research that have been proven to work. All right, proven to be worth the money. Most importantly, I know we're all broke, and these are going to be creatine, a protein powder, a pre-workout, and branched chain amino acids. So I'll just break them down really quick for you. So protein, honest to God, you do not need it if you get enough from your diet, but for me, it's very quick, it's very affordable, and so it works for me. If you don't have the extra money or you don't like protein powders, just get it from your diet. You can definitely get great protein sources from your diet, but I use it because it's convenient and it's inexpensive. Okay, a pre-workout powder. This is really great for different reasons. If you're someone that don't really like to work out, then it is perfect for you because it'll help you to want to work out. All right, if you're already someone that loves to work out, well, it's just gonna make you want to love to work out more. So really, pre-workout, it's not necessarily needed, but it does help a lot. And if you do not want to buy a protein powder, just get some caffeine. Caffeine will work just as well. Now, you may not get the tingling, jittery feelings that you get some from the pre-workouts for the beta-alanine, but it'll still do a great deal of good. Branched chain amino acids, this is kind of variable. There's a lot of contradictive studies on it. I normally use branched chain amino acids when I'm cutting. Do I need them? Do studies prove it? Not necessarily, but I still, if I have the extra couple bucks here and there, I throw it in just to make sure. And then the last one would be creatine. Creatine's been one of the #1 bodybuilding supplements for many, many years, and it is a great supplement in my eyes. Is it completely 100% necessary? No, not exactly. But if you have the extra money, it's a couple bucks on my protein. I think it's worth it. And so I could do a video on supplements if you guys want to know why I chose these ones, specifically the biochemical processes of how they work and things like that. You can check them out in another video. And yeah, if you guys comment below and need that, I would be more than happy to provide you with that. Another thing you guys probably want to know, what are these weekly videos going to entail? Alright, so I'm going to try to post a video at least once a week with an update of my progress, Phoebe's progress, Tank's progress, and hopefully if you guys join us, your guys' progress. I would love to feature you guys and show how great you guys are doing on this journey as well. I'll also show different parts of my internal medicine rotation. I'll show a featured workout of each week. I'll probably just pick one workout to show you guys kind of how I do it. Guys, some meals, some supplementation, different things like that throughout my week of progress. Alright, so videos are going to be posted every Saturday. I'll try to post them by noon every Saturday so that you guys have a set time that each video is going to be displayed or each video is going to be uploaded. Okay, so I'm going to try for every Saturday by 12 o'clock. And like I said, I'm going to do one main video a week, and then if I have time throughout my rotation or throughout my week, I will try to upload other videos. Or if you guys have questions or suggestions, I'll definitely make uploads or special videos for those. But if I can do more than one video a week, I will. But as it stands, I'll try to do one video a week, uploaded at 12 o'clock every Saturday. Okay everyone, now you have everything you need for this 15-week shred. Okay, I've given you everything. I've given you the workout plan, I've given you the diet plan, I've given you the supplement plan, I've given you the most important, the Bible study reading plan, so that you should be hitting on all cylinders, ready to attack this program full force with myself, with my fiance, with Tank. We're all in this together. Let's see how shredded we can get in 15 weeks, or whatever your goal is. If you want to gain weight, let's see how much you can gain. If you want to lose weight, let's see how much you can lose. Whatever it is, just do your best at it and approach everything, and I mean everything in life, with endless love and relentless passion. We're in this together. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see the results on this 15-week internal med wedding shred. Let's get to it.
Title.